Jessica Radcliffe had always believed that the ocean had a soul. As a little girl, while most kids played with dolls, Jessica spent her days beside tanks and aquariums. Her father, a marine biologist, often brought home sea creatures, starfish, jellyfish, even tiny octopuses, for his research. She didn't just observe them, she connected. It was like the salt water pulsed in her veins. By the time she was 10, she could tell the difference between a playful dolphin and a stressed one. Just by watching their eyes, she was special. When she turned 19, Jessica graduated in marine biology and joined Ocean Haven Marine Park. Her dream had finally come true. She was assigned her first Orca, an enormous, majestic female killer whale with jet-black skin and fierce amber eyes. Jessica named her Mellow. The bond between them was instant, unexplainable, almost supernatural. Within weeks, their shows became the talk of the town. Mellow would leap high above the water, spin mid-air, and dive back in perfect rhythm to Jessica's commands. Thousands clapped, some cried. People traveled across the country to see them perform together, but magic often has a dark side. At first, the changes were subtle. Mellow started refusing food. Then she'd float still for hours, ignoring Jessica's presence. Sometimes, without warning, she'd slam her body against the tank walls in the middle of the night. Veterinarians examined her. They said maybe it was dietary imbalance, maybe hormone shifts, but Jessica knew better. She looked into Mellow's eyes, and what she saw wasn't confusion or pain. It was rage. Privately, Jessica began suspecting something deeper. Mellow's sudden mood swings, her unpredictability, her bursts of affection followed by terrifying aggression, it was all too familiar. Jessica's mother was bipolar, and Mellow displayed the same duality. But how do you treat mental illness in a 6-ton predator? Park management wasn't interested in theories. Mellow was becoming a liability. They made a decision: Mellow would perform one final show, and then she'd be transferred to a quieter facility, a polite word for being sedated indefinitely. Jessica begged for one last chance. Let me be with her, just me, no backup. She needs to trust someone, they agreed. The date was set. That night, the stadium was full, completely packed. Families, journalists, influencers, kids with glow sticks. Even Jessica's parents sat proudly in the front row. As the lights dimmed and the music began, Mellow rose from the water, elegant and calm. For the first time in weeks, she seemed at peace. The show was flawless. Every trick, every dive, every jump perfect. It was as if the past month had never happened. Jessica's confidence soared. Then came the final act. The one people had paid to see. Jessica climbed onto Mellow's back, waved to the audience, and the Orca began gliding across the water, faster and faster. The crowd cheered until, without warning, Mellow dove sharply and deeply, flinging Jessica off balance. Before she could react, Mellow turned, opened her jaws, and clamped down on Jessica's torso. The stadium fell silent. For a few seconds, people thought it was a stunt. Then Jessica screamed. Blood? It filled the water like red ink in a blue jar. The crowd erupted into chaos. Screams, gasps, people running. Jessica's mother fainted. Her father leapt the railing, yelling her name. Backstage, the emergency crew rushed into the pool area, tossing ropes, fish, anything to distract Mellow. But the whale didn't respond. She didn't even blink. She held Jessica in her jaws, motionless, as if contemplating. And then, slowly, deliberately, she dragged Jessica into the deepest corner of the pool, out of reach, out of time. When the divers finally retrieved her, Jessica was already gone. Her ribs shattered, lungs collapsed. The girl who once danced with the sea was devoured by its silence. The park tried to cover it up. Tragic accident, they called it. Unpredictable animal behavior. But that wasn't the full truth. Because Jessica wasn't Mellow's first victim. Years earlier, a man named Daniel Patrick, Duke's a thrill-seeking drifter with a drug habit, had snuck into the same marine park after hours. He slipped past security, took off his clothes, and jumped into Mellow's tank. Why? No one really knows. Maybe it was the drugs. Maybe it was madness. Maybe he wanted to prove something. But by morning his body floated lifeless, mangled, bloodied, unrecognizable. His injuries matched the exact same bite pattern Mello left on Jessica. 2 humans, same killer, same tank. So, was Mello a monster, or was she trying to speak? Marine psychologists later reviewed footage of Mello's behavior. Her erratic shifts, her refusal to eat, her agitation before shows. Their conclusion was terrifying. Mello was not insane. She was depressed and highly intelligent. Imagine living your life trapped in a tank 1,000th the size of your natural home, made to perform tricks for food, surrounded by noise, flashes, chemicals. Without your family, without a voice, imagine feeling your soul slowly fading. Some believe that day Mello wasn't lashing out. She was breaking down, and Jessica? She was just there. One trainer later revealed something haunting. A week before her death, Jessica had sat beside Mello's tank late at night, alone, whispering. "She's in pain," she said. "She's tired of dancing." Today that tank no longer exists. Ocean Haven was shut down. Mello was transferred to a secluded sanctuary far from crowds under close observation. Some nights, locals say they still hear her cry, but no humans go near her anymore. So, what do we make of this? Was Jessica's death a tragic accident? Or was it the price we pay for turning nature into entertainment? Some say orcas don't belong in tanks. Others believe with enough love anything can be tamed. But maybe, just maybe, some spirits are too wild to cage. Let us know what you think. Was Mello a victim or a killer? Did Jessica see it coming? Or did the ocean simply take back what was always its own? If stories like this leave you thinking, hit subscribe, and don't forget to press the bell icon. We'll return soon with another haunting tale from the edge of nature and humanity. Till then, stay safe, stay curious, and remember, some waves are not meant to be ridden.